I don't want to play any music on here now. God damn it! I don't want Facebook acting like they can shut down my channel or something. What's up? Well, it's my last day of work for the week, and it's Monday. That's a positive. Tomorrow morning, I get to fly out in the afternoon. Well, I'll go to the airport in the morning, and then I'll fly out in the afternoon to go to Key West. So spend the week with the wife, and then we're gonna drive back up on Saturday. So doing a favor for one of my wife's pseudo family members, I guess you can call it. So that'd be fun. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna do on the flight, because it's like I've never flown before and I can't play on my phone really, because everything I need on my phone is internet driven, so it's like, oh, what am I doing? I was like, I can grab a book, I guess. It's only gonna be like 2.5 hour flight, maybe 3, depends on what's going on. So yeah, that's so much fun. So I don't really know. I've been kind of throwing together like the most minimalist RPG books that I can find, which would be White Box, Fantastical Medieval Adventure. What jet plane? I don't know the jet plane, but I'm leaving on a jet plane. That's tomorrow. But this is part 1, I guess. Maybe I might do a part 2. Hi, Bear. Morning, Bear. So, yeah, I'm kind of putting together a little minimalist game pack. So, like, grabbing, like, White Box and a couple of Table Fable books and any PDFs I could put on my phone or my Kindle. So, now on the downtime, if me and the wife are sitting around and not doing anything, maybe I'll make her play with me or something, or run through a nice little solo set. I'm leaving on the jet plane to go to the asteroid to destroy it, so that way I can save the world. No, it ain't that cool. This isn't Armageddon. I do know when I'll be back again, though. Okay, sure, yeah. You prefer Deep Impact? I think I've only seen that once, which is kind of weird. I thought I'd see that more, but no. It's like something about Armageddon. I think it's more because I'm just had the hots for Liv Tyler. There was the other chick in Deep Impact, the other girl, or Lily, whatever. I can't remember her name. She was just adorably cute. And then you got Frodo in that one, right? That's right. You got Elijah Wood in Deep Impact, was it? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, that's her. Yep. I can't say the last name very well. And then you got Morgan Freeman. It wasn't Morgan Freeman in that one too. Oh, Andy Dufresne. Waiting on an answer. I think he was in that too. I want to say he was. There was a lot of people in that one, I think. Oh, now you're gonna make me think of disaster movies. Oh Lord, we had what? That was the big the time of like, oh, it's the giant asteroid's gonna come destroy the Earth. We got to do something to save the world. Then you had what, the Core 2, which is kind of the other one. I don't think about that time period. I think it was. I want to say it was. I was like, oh, good Lord. That was like 20 some odd years ago, wasn't it? Now I feel old. Yeah, shave my face. I don't know how well I'm keeping this. I usually don't like the full goatee. Yes, time sucks. Yes, time does suck. Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of just killing some time before I go into work. See who's up, who's awake. What's that? I'm trying to think. I used to have one Aussie who would sometimes pop in here, and I cannot remember his name now. Oh, it's like, oh, Mercurius. Man, where's Mercurius? I haven't seen him forever. We'll see you later, Bear. Have a good day, bud. Yeah. So, yeah, it is what it is. I don't know how long I'll be on. I'm just, like I said, just kind of chilling at work and getting ready to go in. I'll probably end up putting in a 12-hour day just so I can get things ahead and rolling. So, well, somebody's sticking it out with me. Well, nobody's sticking it out with me. They all left me. But, yeah. So, yeah, I was just trying to get some inspiration on what else I could take with me. I'm trying to keep it very minimal. It's my first time flying too, so I'm trying to keep everything very minimal as far as like game pack go. So I think I got everything kind of fit into what, like, the big like zip up cases that you buy with the colored ink pens. I've got one of those. It was emptied out. My mother-in-law went through it. She was gonna get rid of it. I'm like, well, hey, let's see what I can use this for, and so I could throw in like the dotted notebook, the grid notebook I got from Walmart, copy of White Box, fantastic medieval adventure game, and Table Fables 1 and 2 I could fit in there. No problem. Put a couple pencils and pens in there. I wish I could put dice in there, but there's just not enough room for dice. So I'm debating if I'm just doing everything through an app on my phone, or I just grab the most cheapest dice I have, and I'm not worried about it if I lose, and throw them in there. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Before I leave tonight, I kind of printed out like a little hex grid. That way, if I wanted to do that, I could do that too. Kind of just run through it and see what else I might get. The dice at the dollar store. I could get the dice at the dollar store. I thought about that, but my dollar store doesn't have them. I mean, I've actually looked, which is weird because we have like a Dollar General and they didn't have the dice, which is, I mean, I could find a pack of 5 D6s, but they didn't have the polyhedral set that everybody's talked about, like you can get for $1. So, I mean, I have a bunch of D20s that were laying around. I had some like random D6s I'd just take with me. Now if I need like a D4 or something like that, I'll just have to suck it up. I think I got some D4s around, or like a D8. So I'm more worried about if, like I said, like TSA going through all my shit and as I'm passing through, and then I'll start losing stuff. But other than that, I don't know. Like I said, it's my first time flying, so I really don't know what to expect. But I don't know. There is a dollar store that's over here by work. I might stop in after I get done with work and go check, see if they have any. That way I could just say, screw it, I'll just get those and I won't have to worry about it. Well, yeah, I know. That's all I need is really all I need a D6 and a D20 for a white box. The other ones I wanted for Table Fables because they use D4 and D8, D12. And I don't know if he uses the 100 percentiles. I can't remember. But yeah. But I don't know. So Uh, yeah. So I don't know. I think I downloaded the one emulator stuff from Will and Ono's, or I can't even say it. The Cave. Hello, Cade. So I don't know. I know you're full of inspiration and advice, Tristan, and I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. More than you'll ever know. That's what I was saying. I know that, I know between us, you know, Americans and Canadians, we're having a hard time right now. But I appreciate you. Okay. And I promise I won't charge you any tariffs as long as you don't charge me any tariffs. So, I think the other one is I'm debating if I'm just going to download Scarlet Heroes on my Kindle, and two, just kind of, that's just because I haven't killed your characters yet. Dude, I've never had a character die. Ever. I don't care what GM I've ever had. I've never had a character die because I don't play stupid. I don't rush into it, into a fight. Never have and never will. I think the only time I ever did is it was a 14th level paladin in 5th edition. Okay, and I couldn't kill him, and I was trying to kill him, and I think he was fighting at least 6 enemies, and I couldn't even kill him. I mean, I took a lot of damage, but I couldn't kill him. You challenge accepted. Yeah, okay. See, you got to force me into a corner to fight. That's the thing. You'll have to figure that one out. I don't fight unless I really have to. Now, I'll rob and thieve off the dead, but, you know, I'll take advantage of a situation, but I won't just rush into the fire, you know. But you could try. You really could try. Oh my God. I just don't know. I don't know, bud. We could try. As far as anything going on, there's really not much going on. Not much gaming. I've been working too much still. I really want to. Being that I have my mental stability doesn't allow me to do a lot of new gaming. I was like, anything that's kind of has that, I think one I really want to gravitate towards more if it's out of D&D is Dragonbane. I don't know, because I know it's still close enough to the Dragonbane, but it's still different, and I can deal with doing, you know, that. I think it would have been cooler if it was like a D100 game instead of a D20 game, but then that puts it in the realm like it's close to its other cousin is BRP, you know, so that would be one that I'd want to play. And I don't know if I want to do it in the setting world for it. I'd almost just do my own. I'm thinking about is if I can't find a game for that, I'll probably just end up soloing that one or playing with the kids in a co-op kind of fashion, because I really want to play. I think I'm learning that I could, like, I don't really want to GM with the kids. I kind of want to play with them. So I know it's kind of cheesy to say to have the DM character, you know, your DM character, but I think the kids, they don't mind. And my oldest isn't old enough to understand that, you know, you have your DM who runs everything and will be the arbiter of everything. It'll be many faces and stuff like that. So he won't get too confused about it. I don't think it's like, my daughter might be a little bit, but I'll have to try to adjudicate that with her. My middle one, he's been watching live plays of Dungeons and Dragons, but I asked him, I go, do you want to play? And he's kind of, he's partially nonverbal, and he doesn't feel sure of himself to play. And he goes, no, I don't want to play. And I'm like, okay, sure, because, you know, that's what Dad's here for. He'll help you. And he's like, no. I'm like, all right, Bubby. So, it is. But yeah, I would take it slow and easy with him. I really would. I like him being involved, but he gets very competitive when he doesn't feel like he's winning. So it's like we tried playing board games with him, and he gets so upset if he is not winning. If he gets like he feels the inkling that he's not ahead of everybody, he gets upset, very upset. And it's I think one of the times he has a few his little outbursts, but it's like you gotta kind of calm him down and walk him back a little bit. So yeah, I mean that's the challenge when you got I mean, you got children on the autism spectrum, but he's not always outbursts. He's very quiet. You can tell he gets frustrated and he walks away. And he just, and I feel bad for him, but it's like at the same point in time, it's like you can't always just, it's not everything's going to be 100%, in your favor. I wish it was, but it is. Like, I have a long-standing hatred of bingo. I was like, because I used to play bingo a lot, like at my dad's company picnics, and it was always to win prizes. And I was like, every year, it's like, I couldn't win nothing. It was like frustrating. And then I worked for the same company as adults, so I'm trying to play bingo. I still couldn't win nothing. I'm like, what the heck? I don't think any time I've ever played bingo I've ever won anything. I have a better chance of playing Yahtzee and winning or anything else. But bingo is like, I guess it never falls in my favor. So I can understand the frustration. Yeah, here I am just rambling on like an idiot. I'm drinking my coffee. Blink twice, Tristan, if you're still here. Yeah, I know it's tough. It is tough. But it's nice when you got a 16-year-old who kind of helps out. My wife and I went to a bingo hall once. It was fun, but I missed winning 7K by one number. See, and that's the thing. When you know that there's like something like that on the line, and it's like it just eats at me. I don't know. That's why I don't play it. We have a bingo hall that's near us, and I've thought about going. But then at the same point in time, I feel like if I walk out with nothing, I've completely wasted my money. So it's like, yeah. I don't know. I have no idea. But you can tell I'm just, I don't know. It is what it is. So, yeah. That'd be fun. I don't know if I know you didn't like the idea of my Captain America Hawaiian shirt, but it's all it is. It's not like his faces or anything around it. It's just all like the shield pattern just all over the shirt. So I'm thinking, well, my wife said there's and you see it's very like very American-y down the spot in Key West where it's all, red, white, and blue everywhere. So I'm like, all right, well, I found that shirt, so I grabbed it. I thought it was a function for 4th of July, for our filthy colonist liberation day. Get away from England, I guess. Gotta blend in, yeah. Yep, see? Gotta blend in. That's right. I don't want to look like I'm from anywhere else, even though I'm not. Well, I don't know. Well, don't you know? And sound like I'm from Fargo, eh? I ship a lot of stuff to Fargo. I've never been to Fargo, but I ship a lot of stuff to Fargo. And from North Dakota. Well, shoot. Yeah. I think I run out of steam to talk. I'm almost Canadian, and I highly doubt that, dude. The invisible line. I'm not even close to the invisible line. I'm like at least 4.5 hours away from the invisible line. Where I'm probably... And that's going to Detroit. So, yeah. I'm debating. My wife wants to go back down to Florida in October, and I told her, well, I kind of want to go to Claricon in October. So that's kind of like I don't. That's kind of a bit much for in October. I go, at least I'm just gone for the weekend. If I drive up, I still got to get my passport card. If I do that, I'm debating. I have a feeling what the wife wants is going to win out, and I'm not going to be able to go to Claricon. So, and eating up like a week of my vacation, going to Florida. Yeah, I was thinking about convincing my son to go. I don't know if he would want to go that far. He may. I was actually almost, if I don't take my son, maybe my nephew might go, and I can make him drive. Though his driving scares me sometimes because he has no regard for speed limits whatsoever when he should. Not too worried about interstate driving, but as far as like non-interstate driving, I kind of get concerned a little bit. Especially the kid drives a Subaru WRX now, so it's like, oh Lord, slow down. But I'd have to take my car because his is on a lease, and I don't want to put that many miles on his car. Plus, it's small. At least my car is a little bigger. I just don't want to put that many miles on the car either, because that's like a 8-hour drive just to go to Claricon. And on top of that, saving money for a room, maybe. I don't know. Unless he wants to pay for the room, I just pay for the gas. Going up. That may happen. I don't know. I don't really have anybody to bunk with if I go up there. Like, yeah, it is a long drive for me. Yeah, I know it's a lot closer for you, but and you got it. I think you got family close enough that you stay with, don't you? Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I'm sure you'll run a game if I go or not. So you can go run a game for all your YouTube heroes, buddy. You know that. You know, you don't have to do it for me. You can show your chops. I know you can do it. I don't. I suck. I think I just don't. I don't have enough GMing under my belt to really offer anything beyond my kids. I really, especially like homebrewing my own stuff, my own setting. I mean, I know I don't have to do a lot. You know, I could just think of something and be like, okay, this is kind of what I want to go towards. You know, so I'll just set you on your path, and we'll figure out if we get there together. If we don't, then we'll figure something else out. But ultimately, I mean, I could shift everything. You guys will never know. Maybe. I know you have no idea. I know. I've seen you roll your dice. I've seen you use your Mythic GM emulator, and which was fun because I appreciated that when we were doing that when we were playing White Box. And like I appreciate the randomness. Actually, fake it till you make it. I think it's always fake it. You never make it. I think you just make it on the fly. So I think that's probably the best way. That just keeps it entertaining. I mean, I'm willing to play a railroaded adventure, you know, just because I'm going in that expectation that I know it is, but I don't really care. See, I just don't care. I'm just there to have fun and play. I'm not trying to make it a improv theater session like it's my job. I'm just going in expectation I'm going to roll some dice, have some fun, make some laughs, you know, and all that stuff. That's always been my expectation of playing any RPG game. So I don't really set the bar of expectations high when I go to play. You know, I don't plan on it to be a full-on Shakespearean theater group experience. That's why I said I'm very beer and pretzels. So, yeah. Well, I'm gonna say the last one I kind of played was kind of railroady, was Curse of Strahd, but he was changing some of the elements of it, and it was going in the way he changed the element. I was kind of appreciating because it was almost kind of crossing into the Tomb of Annihilation, but we stopped, and then it's just like I think life happened, and he didn't want to run it anymore. So I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, I was kind of really getting into this, especially with what was going on. But I mean, that was the one game I almost did lose a character to. I literally got down to, I was like, my character was dying, almost dying, and somehow I made it back. You know, I got back up, but because I think I made a save, and it was like, Jesus. That was a close one, and I didn't even put myself in that situation. I mean, it just happened that we just got, I think it was the Shambling Mound or something like that. But, well, it is 7:48 in the morning. I'm going to start work here pretty soon, so I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate you hanging with me, Tristan, for a little bit, and I will see you all later. You guys have a good day. You want to look at it and consider that if it changed it to be more just a pure hex crawl. True. That's true. We could talk about that more on later. All right. Bye, guys.